Welcome back, Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classic, Non-Classic. This is episode 886 and Doubleshot number 790. Two X-Men trades, both by Chris Claremont. First up, it is X-Men, The End, Book 3, Men and X-Men. Why did I say Book 3? I accidentally ordered this before I ordered Book 1. Yeah. The whole thing about... Now, this contains the whole second miniseries by Chris Claremont and artwork by Sean Chen. Met this guy, really nice guy. The whole thing with this The End stuff is basically a futuristic story about the death of the X-Men. And this story is actually continued in a series called Gen Next. Yeah, it's two miniseries that follow this one. Yeah, they have it where several of the X-Men get killed off, like Xavier gets killed off, they have a fight with... Also, Leandra gets killed. Yeah, and also that become canon later on. Of course, that's done not by them, but by a different writer. Yeah, this came out in 2006, roughly about... I think it was about 3 years before the actual death of Leandra, which I still think that was one of the dumbest things that they ended up analyzing. That was a big mistake they ended up analyzing today with War of Kings. Killing off Leandra was a dumb move. I don't know why they did it for, but they did. So they may take inspiration from this. Of course, she's into the Phoenix, and she also sex Wolverine, something she only has done in one other universe where they've actually been depicted these two have actually had sex. Well, actually, 3. You have in this universe, you have X-Men Forever, and Ultimate X-Men, where these two end up having sex. Yep. This overall is actually really good. Not much else to say about it, but just a really good series. And I'm planning on getting the first 2 books from the library soon, so I get more context to this thing. Yeah. But this is kind of one. This is one of 2 series where it's set in The End stuff. This book a 9.5 out of 10. Not the only one I can think of what it is for. They also have Wolverine. They did with the Punisher. Yeah, I think that's it. Mostly it's the final story of these characters, but it's set in an alternate future, which would never happen. One of like several. Alright, next up it is X-Men, Storm and Magik. Storm and Illyana. Storm. It's called X-Men, Magik, Storm, and Illyana. Yeah, there is a miniseries called this too, but it's not in this trade. This collects Uncanny X-Men 160 and the Magik miniseries from the 1980s. There was also one published in the early 2000s. Yeah, I'm not kidding, there seriously was. Now those are thinking, who is this character? Well, she's popped up recently in modern day. This woman is the beautiful younger sister of Colossus, Illyana Rasputin, who made her first appearance when she was a little girl. Yep. And she is trained to do the demonic stuff she does, like save people with Limbo or Soul Sword. Yeah, this whole miniseries explains how she got the way she was, the way she is currently. And also the fact that there is a demon in love with her. You see this demon right here? Yeah, his name is Beliskio, who, this guy, believe it or not, is an enemy of Kazar. And for some reason, he's also an enemy of Illyana. Now, this guy is a fully grown man, and he's in love with a teenager. As for why in the world it's like this, I have no idea why Chris Claremont thought this was a good idea. But there were at least a few different artists on this book. Yeah. There's at least 4. You have Brent Anderson, John Buscema, Ron Fritz, and Sal Buscema. A guy who, in my opinion, got really lazy with his artwork after the 70s. Yeah. Now, the actual Uncanny X-Men issue, from the look of it, it looked like it was done by John Byrne. But no, it's not John Byrne. The artist here is Brent Anderson. Yeah, he's the one who does the Uncanny X-Men issue. All this issue is just a backdoor pilot to this miniseries. That is simply all it is. Now, the first 3 issues has got really good artwork, and I love the cover art for this thing. You gotta love 80s covers. Covers and the interior artwork. It's so good and fantastic. This artwork for the first 3 issues is done by John Buscema. Well, actually, there's about 2 different artists on here. There is John Bushma and Tom Palmer. Yeah, really good artist. Yeah, John Bushman himself is only on this series for the first 3. I think it's the first 2 or 3 issues. I believe so. He's in issue 2. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it here. What I can tell about the artwork, it looks like that John Bushma is on here for the first 3 issues, and then you have Sal Bushma for the last issue. I have no idea why in the world that John Bushma left. He's clearly a better artist than John Bushma is. I can tell because Sal Bushma, he has a tendency to be very lazy, give everybody like doing this. Have people's mouths wide open for like no reason at all. It just looks so weird, and I'm like, and I've read his artwork from when he did Captain America, like for Secret Empire. No, not the story that came out 2 years ago. The original story, and it is much better artwork. And I'm like, what the heck happened to his style? Why did he get so lazy with his artwork? Who the heck knows? But this is really good. I'm going to give this book a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, this is actually one of several miniseries that Chris Claremont did in the 80s. Well, done by him or somebody else that relates to the X-Men. It's not the only miniseries for X-Men released in the 80s. You also have Fallen Angels. There's also, let's see, there's also the Wolverine series. Kitty Pryde and Wolverine. Nightcrawler. Yeah, the 80s was riddled with miniseries related to the X-Men. Though in the case of Wolverine, after the Kitty Pryde and Wolverine miniseries, and the Shao Kahn Kitty Pryde miniseries, and the Wolverine miniseries by Chris Claremont and Frank Miller, those 2 led to the successful ongoing series Wolverine. That's still kind of around this very day. Yep. So otherwise though, that's really it for this particular review. Yeah, this is the last video I plan to do today. I may have, as far as I can tell for tomorrow, I probably have about 3 or 4 videos planned for tomorrow. Because I don't think the fairies will be uploaded today. So I'm going to do that tomorrow, along with Black Clover, and probably another Comic Corner. Okay? But until you see the next review, bye.